Good morning, everybody. Hopefully everyone is doing just fine. I know I am. Today I've got something a little bit different planned. I know I said that I wouldn't be streaming Overwatch, but here we are. Sorry guys, I'm just setting stuff up on my deck here. Okay, sure. Now, here's the plan. So, like I said, we've got a VOD review. Now this one comes over from Reddit. I might not be the highest rank person in this game, but I am ranked diamond, so I'm at least the top 20% of people. But this one comes over from Reddit, from r/Overwatch University, from Sweet Sorelia. So all credit to them for this game. And so here's the plan. We'll watch this, and then we'll play some Throne and Liberty, and we'll continue on from what we were doing yesterday, which we were just sort of getting started. But yeah, so I'll read what they say here. So the title is "I'm Gold and I Don't Think I Should Be. Please Help." So I'm pretty sure I carried during my placements on tank, and somehow ended up in Gold 5 because of it, when I should have been Silver 4 tops. I've done 3 matches since then, and the first 2 I was flamed. The team thought I was throwing, the third we won. But I still feel like the team carried me. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong or right. Could someone please take a look at this replay and give me advice? Edit to add this is PC. My name in the game is Sweet Sorelia. I played this game hours ago before work. Sent the code to a friend on Discord for their feedback, and pulled it from there. I don't remember what map we were on, but I can add it in a few hours too. Now this was 1 day ago, and they haven't added the map, so I guess we'll see what the map is. But here we go. Let's get started, and we'll see what we've got going on here. Brunsapi. I hate this fucking map.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so we're looking for Sweet Sorelia. They're playing Ramatra. That's Shield Ninja. Now this was PC. Alright, let's get started here.
No unnecessary risks.
Alright, we'll speed up time here so we don't sit and wait. Oh, now we're Reinhardt. Nah, I don't hate Reinhardt on this map, but obviously you've got to know what you're doing. Oh, and you ran into a wall, and now you're AFK. Okay. Let's see here. You're kind of just walking at him here. And like I was just saying, you're kind of just walking around at this point. It's a lot of downtime. Now, I prefer, if I'm playing Reinhardt, I prefer to be moving around a lot more. Now, he's only really got the one moving ability, and that's not really what I'm referring to here. What I'm referring to is sort of, jumping around, making yourself, you are a big-ass fucking target. And what you want to be doing is, making that big-ass target harder to hit. And by doing that, you're jumping around, you're popping your shield barrier quite often. And I am in no way a good Reinhardt player. I really only just started playing him because I was bored with the other tanks that I main. And I am a tank main, for those of you who are not aware. But Reinhardt is obviously one of my least played tanks, but that is just my suggestion. And I don't exactly remember what this person did with their fire strikes, but I don't think it hit anybody, and if it did, I apologize, and good job, you hit your fire strikes. So, I mean, that's going to happen. You kind of walk to that Ramatra. you know, not much you can really do there. Like I said, you walked at the Ramatra. The Ramatra is just going to pop his Nemesis form and destroy you. And you pulled out D.va here. Now, D.va is where my expertise really shines through. But we'll see here. Looks like your Ana is a little bit lost. You're kind of walking at the team again, and your cooldown usage there, you use your micro missiles and shot the ground. No. And now you're just walking into the enemy team. Now the tank is a little bit separated here. Now you might be able to get one person if both of your supports sit on you and use all of their utility on you. That is not good from a support's point of view. Now, and your DM is all the way down, almost to the bottom of the resource. Now that is something that you don't want, obviously. And your team, your DPS are not with you. If I am correct, your support is also not with you. Now, your Ana and your Mercy are where they should be. Behind cover, you are way out of positioning here. Now, are you going to get anybody here? Probably not. This Ramatra, he's already turning around, and he's going to start heading back up towards you. Now, the Zen is going to discord you if he's any good, and really if he knows how to play Zen, which you said that this was gold, I believe. You're on your way to silver. From my understanding of the losses that you've been taking, any Zenyatta that's worth their shit is going to discord you, and you will be out of your mech in a baby D.va form in about 2 seconds flat. Now, and it looks like you're already heading over to the right here, where this wall is, and your supports are not going to be able to get to you. The Mercy can't fly to you. Now, the Ana could throw her grenade, but I don't know if she has it off cooldown or not. But you're heading over into this wall over here, where you're not going to be able to be healed. Now, you're going to do this massive, flank on them, which it really isn't a flank because I know exactly where you are. I mean, the Ashe is looking at you, the Kittyko's looking at you, the Echo's looking at you, the Zen's looking at you. What I would do is I would just turn around and run the fuck away, Now, your DPS, they're on their way. Now, do they get there in time to save you? I doubt it. You've already lost most of your armor. Excuse me. But you've already lost most of your armor. Now, your soldier is going to most likely get shit on by the Ramatra. The Reaper might stand a little bit more of a chance, but he's not going to get there. He doesn't have that speed boost. I think you're going to get demeched here really fast. And let's get back to you here. Here we are. All right, let's see what happens. Now, you do back up. All right, good. Now, once again, your cooldown usage is not what it needs to be. You used your micro missiles. Now, your Mercy does get to you, and you are discorded. You probably are still going to lose mech if you just stand out in the open right now. What I would do is I would jump onto this bus here, and then try to get in here, and then maybe come around from this side and put some pressure on the team. Now, what happened to your soldier? Where's your soldier at? Okay, he went all the way over here, and is now putting pressure on the Kittyko, which is good. I like that. And your Reaper is going to get healed by the Ana, and it's kind of a 50-50 here. Now, the Ashe used her coach gun, so I don't think that she knows what she's doing. But like I was saying, what really started this whole thing out was... I'm going to stop pausing it here, and then we'll just do like this. Now, I do like the Zen dive. I like that you dove the Zen here. Now, this is when I would use my micro missiles. Nice. Good kill, good kill.
You will take everything from them.
Now, the Echo's gonna get you out of mech here. Yep. Now, it seems like your team is just sort of ignoring the Ashe.
Your miscalculations will cost you everything.
Let's get back to you here. Your team just seems to be ignoring the Ashe, which is just a gold thing to do. But yeah, you're going to get destroyed here. I mean, you kind of just dove in there kind of willy-nilly. I wouldn't necessarily say that was
We have the robot. Time
a,
to move.
you know, it was just bad positioning on your part, and you also got the Mercy killed. So, I mean, just now, I mean, your DPS are the only ones that are alive because they did not look at the Ashe, who was killing your Ana, who, I mean, she was already low, but then she came out into the open and got killed by the Echo. Now, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, other than playing with your team a little bit better. I would not have pushed in there without really realizing where your team was. But actually, before we actually get into this, I'm going to be turning down the volume here. I can barely hear myself talk. But, excuse me there, guys. I had to clear my throat. But, like I was saying, you can play with your team a little bit more here. Work on your positioning. Now, you really need to work on your cooldown usage. I did like that you dove the Zen. You got that kill. However, you didn't use your cooldowns correctly. You could have maybe gotten 2 there. Had you have, gone for the Zen a little bit earlier and sort of, focused on them a little bit more rather than flipping your camera around willy-nilly with your micro missiles going. Or maybe you could have gone and saved the Ana from the Ashe. I mean, you just totally ignored the Ashe. Now, you didn't know where your team was, maybe, and that's what I think it was. You didn't know that she was going to fight your team. But as a D.Va main, I would have gone for the Ashe. The Zen was with his team. Now, that is a more risky play, and it obviously paid off in the beginning for you, but then the Ramatra obviously came in and pummeled you to death. Now, what I think is going to happen here, I think your DPS get this kill, because he's going to be losing Nemesis form, and I'm assuming that the Mercy probably did some damage. Yeah, he's getting his health back here. But let's see here. Now, you're gonna get there back. You're gonna get back a little bit earlier. I'm watching the Ramatra's health here, and he's getting healed. So he got back to his team. Now you're back with your team. Stay up on their high ground. No. Now you've just kind of left your team, and now the Ramatra's gonna walk at you. Yep, and you turned around and ran away from the Ramatra, which, I mean, I don't blame you for, but that leaves your support, that leaves your DPS. You've just, given up a point. You should not have attacked that there. Once again, positioning. You went in without your team. And you're just going to get rolled. In this rank, in gold and silver, you are just going to get absolutely fucking rolled if you go in without your team. At this point, you do not have the solo carry potential. At least from what I'm seeing on D.Va, you do not have solo carry potential right now. Until you learn target acquisition, who to target, who's the best to target. Now that I mean, you could have gotten the Echo there, but your aim. Let's actually go back here. So this is when the Ramatra's walking at your team. Now he was antied. Now had you have not run away from him, I think you could have maybe got him there. Now you go back around here. Now you're gonna walk back around and you put your DM up. You waste a fifth of your DM there. And now you get lost. What are you looking at here? You get totally lost, and then you run away. You could have DM'd the Echo there and maybe gotten away. Now let's see here. Do you get the Zen? You might get the Zen here. Now punch. You could have gotten the Zen there. Maybe if you'd punched, I don't know if you were really close enough for that. Let's go forward here. Oh shit, that was a little too far. Alright, now you've got D.Va Bomb. Now how are you going to... How are you going to use this? Now that was a good ult by your Reaper. I like that. I like that. I like that. Get her out of her ult. Nice, nice, nice. Now you're, unfortunately, you're. Now I would have let him sleep there a little bit longer. I don't know if you're good kill. I don't know if your Ana had anti or not, but I would have let him sleep there for a little while. Let his team respawn without him. Now he's going to be closer with his team. Now you're. Cooldown usage once again. Stop using from this range. You are literally doing maybe 50 damage. Now, if that Kiriko was already low health, plenty of times I will use my micro missiles and shoot them from a long range, and I'd get the kill because they're already low health. From this range, you're literally just tickling this Kiriko. She's going to go back, get healed by the Zen, or she's going to Suzu and heal herself. Which, I mean, you've already lost almost 300 health in this little interaction here. How did you lose 300 health? I was not paying attention. Unless you just didn't get healed by the... No, the Ana healed you. Albeit not to full health. Did you lose all your health there to the Kiriko? Holy shit, you did. Yeah, you did. You lost almost 300 health to the Kiriko there. I mean, and you did a total of 50. You did a total of almost maybe 100 now that I'm looking at it better. You did maybe 100 damage to this Kiriko. I don't really give a shit about how many fucking health bars somebody loses, but you did maybe 100 damage for the 300 damage you took. As a tank, you should not be losing that much health in a 1v1. Now, I would have dove that Kiriko and made her use her TP, and then maybe your team doesn't. Maybe your team, you have a team fight in the next few seconds, and you use your DM at the robot. Now you have no DM for the Bob. Now, your Ana's gonna die to the Bob. Dive the Zen. The Zen is antied. Did you see that? Were you able to see that, or did you look away?
Tactical visor ready for deployment.
Now you DM your own Reaper. I just noticed that. Don't waste your DM. You wasted half of your DM on the Reaper, and the most of it on this Kiriko too. Now, you did see that. You did see that the Zen was anti. To kill the Zen. Now, if you had your micro missiles, do not use your micro missiles on a low health Zen, or anybody with low health for that matter, unless it's a tank, and you have already won the team fight. Now, you are at 558 health. The Ana was going to heal you here, but you used all of your DM on the Kiriko and your own Reaper, and now you have nothing to protect this Ana to get her behind a wall. So now your Ana's going to die. You're not going to get this pick on this Zen. Dive the Zen. That is what D.va's job is. You dive their supports, you dive their backline, you give your DPS the opportunity to kill who they need to kill. Whoever you don't dive is who the DPS should be going for. And now you're not diving anybody. I mean, you already got the Echo. You got the Echo, good. But that's not who we're worried about here. We're worried about the Ashe who just ulted. We're worried about the Zen who can discord you, and you will lose the rest of your remaining 558 health, even with both of your supports alive right now. Now, that is a good sleep. That is a very good sleep. Now, you totally... now the Ana does get behind cover, but she's going to get killed here by the... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Now she's 100% going to die here. And while you're over here lollygagging and doing whatever, losing sight of the Zen, who is still in here, by the way. He's still in here. He can see you right now. Or maybe, he knows where you are. He might not be able to see you, but he knows where you are. Now, this Ashe is going to kill this Ana. If this Ashe doesn't kill this Ana, I don't know what to say. Okay, there we go. Yep, she got the Ana, and now your Reaper dies. No, surprisingly. Now you're out of DM. Good. Now once again, you use your micro missiles way too far away. Let's see here. You did no damage to this Ashe. Maybe the tiniest sliver of damage that might have been done by the Reaper. You are doing no damage from this range. Now, feasibly, could you get a kill from this range? Yes, that is a good range to use using your micro missiles. Get that beginning bit of damage in. Now you're gonna dive this. No, you're not. You're gonna go back to the robot. Good. I took a little bit of credit from you. Okay, and the Kiriko and the Ashe got the soldier. Now that's just positioning on the soldier's part. That's not your fault. Now, what I would do here, now you're micro-missiling the Ramatra. You might get this kill, but he has a Kiriko and a Zen coming to him right now. But you run away. Okay, I do like the D.va bomb usage. That is I do like that you use that to remech. That is a very, very good strategy. I like that a lot. Now, your Moira's... Now you're discorded, I believe. Yep, you're dead now. Where are you? There we go. Now, I mean, that was just a team fight that you lost. Because, now, frankly, if I had to say why you lost that team fight, you did not dive anybody. You just sat and shot the tank. That is not D.va's job. Now, D.va can do that, and D.va can be very successful at just shooting the tank. If this, again, I am, I hate to beat a dead horse here. Stop using your micro missiles from a mile away. You are doing no damage. You are not helping your team by doing this. Your Reaper is at maybe 25 health. There's nothing your supports can do when you aren't doing anything. Now, this Zen's going to come around and probably kill your Ana. And what are you going to do about it? Nothing, because you don't have your micro missiles. You also don't have your... Okay, well, now you're the Zen ults. And now the Ramatra ults, your Moira ults, and you run away. If you stand in front of that Ramatra, he dies. You are doing no damage from this range. You need to go in. You are doing absolutely no damage. You are tickling this Ramatra when you could have stood in front of him the entire time. Again, your Reaper has an amazing ult. And what do you do about it? You don't help the Reaper. You are out of the fight. You're not doing anything. You're not helping your team. Your DPS are doing all the work. Your Reaper is doing all the work. I wish I could see the scoreboard here. Now you run in and you pop your DM, and now your soldier dies to the ult that you could have stopped previously.
Go!
Did you not realize that there was an Ashe there? Now your Reaper got him. The Reaper it seems to be carrying your team with ults, and really might be, one of the higher ranked players on your team. He knows what he's doing. He knows where he's at. Regardless of where he's going right now, you don't need to DM that. You stop using your micro missiles from long range. Stop. Please. Do not use your micro missiles from long range. I expect you to DM this Moira orb. Actually, that's your own Moira orb. I apologize. Now you're walking at this Ramatra with... If you had your micro missiles, this Ramatra would already be dead. And there we go. Your soldier got that. I am very forgiving usually with aim. Again, you're wasting your DM here. Now this might just be a single frame, but I'm pretty sure that Ramatra was in Nemesis form. Or he was pummeling. I'm sorry if that's. I don't give a shit if that's not the right terminology. But let's actually go and see this real quick.
Your team is
A
close.
little further and the lead is ours.
Put your back
Now,
into it.
DMing only negates projectiles. And whatever kind of bullets, whatever knives that are being thrown at you. It does not. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. It does not negate any melee ability. That is why I love playing Ramatra into D.vas, because they try to DM me as I'm punching them. Even in Diamond, these D.vas try to DM Ramatra's punches. That doesn't work.
Put your back into it.
Now you're using your... Again, don't use your micro missiles from long range. Now, I don't know. I have never played on PC, and personally, I don't plan on it. So I don't know. I feel like aiming should be a hell of a lot easier because you're playing on a 2D field rather than a 3D field. But you are barely hitting any of your shots. I would guess that in this game, you maybe have a lower than 30% accuracy, which in this game alone... Ramatra is one of the bigger... right now he's bigger than that. I get he's strafing and stuff, but you need to go to... You need to work on your aiming here. Now, again, you get the kill. Now, you're wasting your DM. You're wasting your DM here, and now it's back up to full.
Keep pushing
Now,
for the
what are
win.
you doing? What are you... You just got scared? What are you doing? Are you lost? You're flicking around. You're what are you doing? You can't. This Kiriko is moving back and forth and back and forth. She's strafing back and forth. You are not following her. You need to. I don't know. I apologize. I can't really give you any advice on. I play on console, and I don't have this issue with aiming. And you can say what you want about aim assist, but she's standing right in front of you, and you can't hit anything. And you run away. You could have gotten that kill so fast, but you lost all of your health to the Kiriko again, because you are not hitting your shots. Now, you also micro-missiled up close and couldn't kill them. If I'm being honest, I don't know if D.va is the pick for you. I don't know if tank is the pick for you. I don't know what your other roles look like. But, if you can't get that kill before the Moira gets there, I don't really know what to say. Now, you should have eaten that dynamite, and you wouldn't have been burning. Once again, you forgot about the Kiriko who just killed your Ana.
Adaptive circuits engaged. D.va.
Now, and you stand there for an extra 5 seconds. You're just lost at this point. You're just absolutely lost. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what to do. You freak out. You gotta stay calm. That's the biggest thing, is to stay calm. You freaked out. Your Ana died to the Kiriko, which you should have ran back. So let's say everything panned out the way that it did. You did not get the kill on the Kiriko. The Moira came in. You saw the Moira was out there. You didn't see the Kiriko. Where do you go back to? You go back to the Kiriko. Before she kills your Ana, you get that kill. That's one less support they have on their team. And they have to wait till they respawn. And then maybe you get the Moira. Then maybe you get the Echo. And honestly, I would have gone up, killed the Kiriko, gone back around, ignored the Echo ult, maybe been out of the way of Echo so she couldn't have chosen you as her copy, And maybe you could have gotten the Moira with a quick micro missile. Now you've almost got D.va Bomb here. I want to see if you do the same thing again with the... Now, the Kiriko is coming back. She's going to be back in time. She's going to be back before you because you did not get that kill on them. Now, that was just positioning on your now, okay. Yeah, no. If you're gonna use D.va Bomb aggressively, you need to be sending it in rather than just dropping it on the ground. If you just drop the D.va Bomb on the ground, any player worth their shit is just gonna go and hide from it. And I apologize if I'm seeming a little bit harsh here, but this is just what I'm seeing as a D.va main. You're, from what I can tell, over halfway through this, you need to work on your positioning, your target acquisition, and also your cooldown usage and when to use your cooldowns. I'll go into this at the end, and I've got a whole plan. Now here comes the Bob. What are you gonna do about the Bob? You're gonna walk at the Ashe, totally ignore the Bob, and then lose mech. And there you go. Do I think that you are throwing this game? No. I don't think you know what you are doing, which is why you are losing the game. You are not throwing on purpose. I think that what you're doing right now is you are falling back. You definitely got carried in your placements. I believe that you said, let me look at your thing here. I'm pretty sure I was carried during my placements. So yes, I apologize. I thought you said that you carried during your placements. Yes, you were definitely carried during your placements. You should not be in this rank. You should, if this is, I don't know if you said what rank this exactly was here. Yeah, no, you don't say exactly what, damn it. My bad, guys. But, what was I saying? Yeah, your target priority, your positioning, your ult usage, needs a little bit of work. Actually, a lot of work. You are definitely going back down, and again, you use your micro missiles from long range. What I would have done is, so let's go back here. All right, well let's actually fast forward a little bit because it sends it so far back. So you walk in, albeit you don't see the. Now what I would have done is I would have stayed back a little bit, but you use your micro missiles on the Echo that is super far away. When you could have stayed up there for a little bit longer, looked around, see who was out of positioning. Now here comes the tank, and you're looking into Narnia over here. What are you looking at? Now here comes Nemesis form. You're feeding right now, absolutely just full course meal. That Juno has to use her ability for you, so you can get out of there. Micro missiles. There you go. We got the kill. Now you're gonna get ulted on. Now there's a health pack behind you. Did you not see the health pack? Why did you not get that health pack? You could have been at least 400 health before you started getting healed by the Juno again. Now the tank got a little bit distracted by you and let his backline die. You are most definitely not helping your team to the extent that you could. So where are you going here? Okay. Now you got the health pack there. Now you see them. Do not shoot the tank. The Kiriko is behind him. She is going to maximize her healing output, but also if she's any good, she's gonna be shooting you at the same time. You are gonna do no damage to this Ramatra. Kiriko will out-heal your damage, and you will lose all your health. No, you're getting healed by the Juno, and again, if you're going to shoot the tank, you need to be hitting your shots. I hate to beat a dead horse here, but you need to hit your shots. You are not helping your team by sitting in front of this Ramatra. Yes, you are taking his attention away from the rest of your team, but you are not doing anything. I would not be surprised if you go negative in this game because you cannot hit your shots, because you cannot get the target priority here. If I were you, and this was me in this situation, I would ignore the shit out of this Ramatra and kill his fucking Kiriko. Because that forces her to either die and have to respawn, or use her TP, which then maybe, just maybe, puts her in front of the 2 DPS. And maybe the Moira. Now, and then you run away. You run away. And the Ramatra doesn't forget about you. You forget about the Ramatra, though. Now, what are you doing here? You're standing here. You're standing here looking around. You're lost. The Kiriko died. Again, Reaper, fist bump to the Reaper here. He is carrying your game right now. Now, the supports are also doing their best to keep you alive. But you are so lost and so scared that you don't know what. You freak out in any team fight situation. You freak out and you can't hit your shots. That's the only explanation that I'm seeing here for why you aren't performing well. I like this. I like it. Keep it. No, keep it on the Ramatra. Dive him. Use your micro missiles. No. Let me go back here. I want to see how this team fight is going to pan out from a long range. And I'll say what I was going to say just there. So again, you're sitting here. You're not really helping your team. You see the Ramatra go up there. You go into his vortex. So you totally abandon the Mei here. Now the Reaper, I'm not really sure what he's doing here. He's trying to get a flank going, but here comes the Ramatra, absolutely destroying him, which you yourself let happen. You should have stayed on the Ramatra. Instead, you got scared and ran away. Now, I believe that your health was already kind of low, and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there and say that your health is kind of low. So we'll go back here and we'll see if your health was low. Now, your health is already low, which is your own fault. So let's see here. This is a kill that you could have definitely gotten. The Mei walls the tank off here. Now, you're getting him, you're hitting him very good, very good. Now, he pops his nemesis form here. He pops Pummel. And you run away. If you would have stayed there for a little while longer, you could have saved your Reaper. Now let's see here. Now you're low. You're getting healed by the Moira. Now, obviously, the Echo is beaming you, which is good on the Echo. She's going to take you down a lot here.
Locking satellite vector. Nerf this. Adapt.
You should not have ulted there. Now maybe, just maybe, it gets the Echo out of her ult, but you don't get the Moira, you don't get the Ashe, you don't get the Kiriko, and you don't get the Ramatra. Now, the Reaper was just caught out of position there. That was bad on his part. sir, you're doing very good in this game. You're doing very good. It's just you have a couple of bad positioning moments. Now your Mei is playing around you and your team. That is good. I like this Juno ult, but you could have used that to your advantage. You could have gotten all the way back up to full health before that Echo pulls out Mei. But instead you ult. Now you don't even get the Mei because she walks behind a wall. You should not have ulted here. You should have saved your ult for when they're all on point and they don't have anywhere to go. Now what are you doing? What are you doing here? You need to be back in your mech right now. Get back in your mech. Now here comes. Is this your ult? Yes, it is. All right, let me get back to you here. I want to see what you're doing.
Approaching the final destination.
All right, I love the Kiriko. Go for the Kiriko. Good. Your Moira got him, but we'll take it. Do not walk. No, you cannot DM the. Why are you walk? Okay, the male. I will let it go. Now, you're too worried about the robot here. There is an Ashe shooting at you. There is a Mei or an Echo going to be shooting at you. The Moira is alive. The Ramatra is alive and going to be shooting at you. And here we go. You abandoned your Juno, I believe. I don't know. I'm not going to blame that on you. Well, actually, we can go and see what happened to the Juno here. Where is the Juno at? All right, let's see here. Now, yeah, your Juno, yeah, that's not your fault. That's just unfortunate. The Moira, yeah, that's just unfortunate. That's just your whole team's positioning. If the Reaper hadn't died, I definitely think that he could have helped the Juno. Now, you and the Moira, dove the Kiriko. That's not your fault. I apologize for blaming you on that one. Again, target priority. You should have been going for the Ashe. The Ashe would have been the easiest kill for you. And then I would have gone for the Echo or maybe the Moira. Definitely not going to be shooting the tank here. I would honestly let them push the robot and just get picks. And now you're back. Your Reaper it just came back from being dead, and now you and the Juno are making your way back. The Moira got out of there. That's good. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the Reaper's getting much healing. I don't know exactly where he is. But he's back up to full now. Again, stop shooting the tank. Stop shooting the tank. Say it with me. Stop shooting the tank. Stop shooting the tank. That is not your job. Albeit, if the tank starts going to your backline, you need to peel for your backline. But stop shooting the tank. Stop shooting the tank. If the tank is sitting in front of you, stop shooting him. Unless he goes and pulls out starts pummeling you with his massive fists, stop shooting him. Go for that Kiriko. Go for the people to your right. But you're just going to lose all your health here, and you're going to throw the team fight because you're just shooting the tank. Now the tank ults, he's getting healed, and is almost going to be back up to full health. Again, think about this here. I know that Overwatch is a fast-paced game, but you haven't killed the tank yet, and your whole team is shooting at him. What could be happening? What could be happening that is stopping him from dying? This little shit right here. Kiriko is one of the best supports for healing output. And look at this. Your entire team is shooting at him. Your entire team, and only then, only when she can't heal, do you guys kill him. I love the dive. I love the dive. Good, good, good. And you guys win. Now, I would love to see the scoreboard on this one. But unfortunately, I cannot. But I don't think you helped your team nearly enough. Let me gather my thoughts here and let me think. Okay. So, after sort of gathering my thoughts on this, my first big thing is going to be positioning. You're out in the open almost every team fight. Every team fight, you're sitting in front of the tank, not doing what you should be doing, which is diving the backline. D.Va, what you're doing, I wouldn't say that you necessarily played Velociraptor D.Va, which for anybody who doesn't know, Velociraptor D.Va is when you just sit there and run at the team and you don't use your boost at all. Whatever. You can run at a team as long as you are getting kills. You can run at a team all you want. Half the time, I'll run at a team. But here, I'll have this playing here in the background here. Let me, not that. Options. Let me go to sound here. Let me turn down the sound all the way. So, you sat out in the open nearly almost every team fight. You were standing out in the open, just, not helping the team. You're sitting out in the open. Now that I didn't really mention the fire strikes earlier, but you hit the fire strike, but you didn't capitalize on that at all. And obviously, you just walk at the Ramatra. The Ramatra is going to pop his Nemesis form and just absolutely destroy you. Yep, there you go. Anyway, so you stood out in the open. You didn't help your team by getting picks or anything. You just kind of sat there, and you didn't do anything. You played D.Va. You play D.Va like you would play Reinhardt. You should be playing D.Va like you don't want to touch the ground ever. You should be playing high ground, which this map, I mean, it doesn't have a crazy amount of high ground. It's not like Watchpoint Gibraltar or really anything like that. But there is high ground on this map, and you didn't use it at all. You barely used the high ground, and when you did use high ground, you jumped off of it in the matter of a few seconds. Now, you also your target priority. Stop shooting the tank. Don't shoot the tank. Don't shoot the tank. You do not, as D.Va, it is not, you are not a frontline tank. You cannot be frontlining. If you're just frontlining as D.Va, you're not getting picks. You're not helping your team. Yes, you are. You have huge. D.Va has a huge burst damage output potential, which you should have been using on that Zen right there over and over and over again. If I'm playing D.Va and I see a Zen on the enemy team, I am all over his ass. I do not let him play the game. That should be your first priority, is to not let the Zen play the game. If he gets his Discord on you, obviously you need to run away. But you should not be letting that happen. You should be behind cover, behind walls, not letting, and you should have punched him there. But use your punch a lot more. My best strategy, if you really want to, know how to play D.Va, you need to be diving. Dive, 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 dive. Obviously, if you need to play around your team, if you need to. Like this right here. You dove the Echo, got the kill. Look at that. Albeit the Reaper got the kill. But you should fly at them. Get in their face. Absolutely just, scare them half to death. Just come in there like an F1 car. If you shoot your micro missiles and your actual primary fire at the same time, which you are, good job, absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. You got lost there. You should have gone for that Zen. And you stand in front of the Bob for way too long. Anyway, now you see the Ash? Get closer. Again, so you need to be using your micro missiles at close range. Otherwise, it does no damage unless they're at low health. And on the topic of low health, only you can shoot the tank if they're at low health, especially on D.Va. If the tank is the only one that's left, or maybe if there's just a few people and someone isn't in your line of sight right away, go for the tank. But in almost every team fight, the Ramatra is doing exactly what he needs to do. And sitting in front of you and just punching you, just wailing on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Your supports aren't going to out-heal that. Ramatra is too good. Ramatra is very good. And before we get to this point here, I know I'm going over your entire thing, but this exact point here, actually, I don't think it's this point. No, it's not. The one point where you came through and you fell down off of that ledge there, you should have stayed up there, looked at the Kiriko, said, "Oh my goodness, a Kiriko," zoomed in on her, just absolutely just not use your micro missiles. Again, do not use your micro missiles. Just boosted in on her, shot her a couple times, scared her, saw where she TP'd. Wish she would have TP'd to the Echo. Came back around, micro missiles, kill the Kiriko, kill the Echo. There's 2 picks right there. 2 picks for you, and then your team wins the team fight. Because they don't have that Kiriko, they don't have that healing output. Then you kill the Zen. But anyway, or whoever they had, I don't remember. But anyway, where was I? Positioning, micro missiles, stop using them from long range. Let me think here. What else do I want? Your alt usage. I read a little bit on Reddit, and it seems like some people don't necessarily know what you were really going for with your alt usage, and maybe I'm misreading it. But with your alt usage, I noticed that you did use it aggressively here or there. If you're going to use it aggressively, launch it. So obviously send, boost in, and it'll send your bomb up over their heads. And hopefully, if they're hiding behind like a wall, like a half wall that isn't totally like enclosed and they're not in a room, it gets that kill. But if you're going to use it aggressively, that's what you need to be doing. If you're not using it aggressively, literally let use all of your health, literally get out of your mech, get demeched for all I care. Get demeched. If you get demeched, so what? You have your ult. Ult as soon as you, there's a split second before you get demeched where you can ult and you can still get your mech back. And you can ult at the same time, and that might get a pick. Now, I did notice a couple times that you were a little slow to get back in your mech. Listen, okay, I know that some D.Vas will go for a squash kill, a call mech kill. You're not going to be able to do that. I believe that I have maybe 300 call mech kills on D.Va, And that is over almost 800 hours. I don't go for call met kills because it's just too risky, especially in ranked. The only time that I'm going for call met kills is when I'm in unranked and it doesn't matter. You're way now this I love this is a recent thing. I'm not gonna pause that. That's my bad. But I love that. I love how it sends D.va flying upwards now. Sometimes it's hilarious. But I wouldn't have used my ult there. Now you can, and also something else that I'll mention is you held on to your ult a little too long in some instances. I don't necessarily think that is bad, per se. I believe, yeah, here we go. Put a pin in that. We're going to talk about this here. Stop. Stop right here. Cancel your boost. And look around. See who's out of positioning. The Echo is not out of positioning here. The Reaper is. Your Reaper is out of position. The Echo is not. Some people might say that the Echo's out of position. She's far away from her team. No. The robot, if you look down at the very bottom of the screen, the robot is right there. She is right where she needs to be. She is pushing the robot along with the Kiriko. That is an excellent strategy. Does it pan out for them? No. But your Reaper here is out of position. I would have stopped here. Stopped right here. Good. You stopped. Now, you see the Echo, but there's somebody pushing the robot. Who is that? It's the Kiriko. I apologize for hitting the mic there. I am getting a little bit worked up. But you should have gone for the Kiriko here. She would have TP'd. You come around the corner. So you use your micro missiles. Don't do that. So again, she TP'd out of the way. Now you ran away, and maybe what I'm saying wouldn't have panned out necessarily. But now look. Now you go for the Ashe, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you also don't get the kill. I think the May or the Reaper does, or the Moira. Moira was doing pretty good. I'll give the Moira that. I don't necessarily appreciate a lot of Moiras, because they go out of their way to not heal. But whatever. Yeah, I guess you just didn't see the thing there. Now, what I would have done there, I don't think I would have run away from the Ramatra, if I'm being quite honest. Albeit, you didn't really have any support with you, so I guess, yeah, I would have run away from him. He died anyway, so, I mean, that's just me. Maybe I would have died there. But you use your micro missiles there again. But ult usage. I think that's what we were talking about. Your ult usage needs a little bit of work. If you're going to use it aggressively, you need to send it in over their heads. I do like that you used it to remech. Use your 9 out of 10 times. Do not use D.va's ult as an aggressive ult. It's just not worth it, and you'll get a lot more value out of it if you just use it to remech. Now, and you're lost here. That I didn't notice a whole lot of downtime because you were, at least during team fights, because you were always in front of the tank, and that's not a good thing either. Because you were in front of the tank the whole time, you're dead. If you stand in front of Ramatra, you're dead. You're dead. You're just dead. Like, even as D.va, who is arguably one of the best tanks right now, even if you face tank a Ramatra, you're just dead. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about that. But there was a whole lot of downtime right there where you just kind of just sat there. You didn't really do anything. Now, I don't necessarily blame you there for, running away from that tank. I don't blame you for that. It's whatever. But right there, you should have remech'd. You should have been remech'd an hour ago, right there. And as soon as their team came down, you should have gone for the Kiriko, which you did. Now, you used all of your DM on that one May, and now you don't have any for this. You could have gotten away from that Ramatra, but you used it all on the May just to not get anything from it because it wasn't a projectile, it was a beam. So Mei, Symmetra, Moira, Brig, and Zarya are D.va's most direct counters. At least in my experience. And in gold, and from your skill level, from what I'm seeing here, you're not going to be able to outperform any of those people. You just don't have the target priority. You sit in front of the tank too much. Let me look back at my notes here and see if there's anything that I missed. I don't think so. Main things: work on your positioning, your ult usage, cooldowns. You should not be using your micro missiles from long range. If you're going to keep playing D.va, dive a lot more. Albeit, you need to realize when and where to dive, which that can be a little bit of a learning curve. Just look for anyone who's way out of their team. Realize that Zens, you need to absolutely just turn off a Zen, and there's nothing they can do about it. If you dive a Zen over and over and over again, they're gonna swap so fast. Zen players absolutely hate getting dove. I know that one of my buddies is a Zen player, absolutely hates getting dove. And there's nothing they can do about it either, because D.va is so good. D.va is amazing. But yeah, I don't necessarily think that you're a bad player. I just think that you have there is a learning curve to tank, and I don't think you've hit that learning curve yet. I think that you definitely got carried during your placements, and you got carried during this match by your supports and your DPS. You really didn't help them out a lot. But I mean, that's just from what I'm seeing here as a diamond tank player. But, you know, again, I apologize if I seemed a little rude during this. I'm just very passionate about D.va and how we play D.va in ranked games, because it is very easy to throw on D.va if you don't know what you're doing. But anyway, that's it for the Overwatch segment of this. Sweet Sorelia, I hope I'm saying that right. I appreciate you posting your VOD. I hope you continue to do so. And I hope you learn from all of the Reddit comments, and from, if you watch this VOD, I hope that you have learned something, and I hope you don't take what I said too personally. I'm just very passionate about D.va, and again, I appreciate you. But anyway, guys, we're going to move over to Throne and Liberty now. I will be right back with that, but here we go.